Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. So today I'm just going to show some of the attacks I've done lately where I'm just being a little more creative. Usually I say the simpler plans are better, and that still I think holds true to this day, but I'm just having fun doing different techniques, trying to be as creative as possible, break down as much of a base as I can section by section. So here I'm going to take care of the CC with 2 Invis, 2 Skellies, and a Quake, and then I'm going to use that Quake that I used for the CC on the Inferno and zap that as well. So got a little extra value there, got the core down. The reason that that can be so useful is because a lot of people stack their air mines in the core, and I wanted to use balloons on this base. So getting rid of the core can be very helpful when you're doing balloon attacks. I then bring in the RC over here at 3 to establish the funnel, get some of the defenses down, and I was hoping maybe get the Eagle, but that's not going to happen. There was just too much point defense over there, but she is going to weaken the Eagle a little bit, got a shot off on it, it's like half health. And what that's also going to do is leave that Eagle bare for my my balloons to direct target it after I send my King and Queen in. You'll see here I've got minions cleaning up trash. There's no air targeting defenses up there, so they can clean that up. I send a Ice Golem, the King, Queen, and a Headhunter in to take down the enemy Queen and an Inferno Tower. And now you can see that Eagle is bare, so I'm going to target it with 3 balloons. And the hero portion has gotten what I wanted it to get. They're going to still keep cruising and clean up some trash, but I'm going to start the balloons now just to save on time, because practicing these Sui Lalo attacks, because I'm new at it, I time fail a lot. So put these balloons in over here. They were way too early. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was thinking I had spells to push the main pack in faster. Did not have that. I did use a blimp with the Yeti Goblin, so that normally I would say I don't use it. I think it's weaker to use the Yeti blimp, but in this case, because there were 4 ground bows down there, I thought the blimp with the Yeti mites could help me out with some of those defenses, help me push through, and they did a little bit. But Queen ability here, and the base is definitely wrecked. Now it's just down to time. We have 22 seconds. We have a lot of storages, and the Queen is not going to be able to beat through that King unless those archers hold up. So here we go, working our way through. 10 seconds. We had to go back to the core of the base to get that Warden statue, and that was not good. Now the minions are stuck on the King, and we do not get the workshop. Close one. That was a close one. Okay, so the approach on this base, I was looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, you know, it's kind of a legend style base, and we have legend pushers who hit legend bases, but they had chosen other bases. So I was stuck with this, and I'm thinking to myself, I could P.E.K.K.A smash this, I could do a lot of things, but I ultimately decide to Lalo this base, because once I get rid of the CC, I can then take down the Town Hall. Here we go. Just gonna blimp it out. Because I used the Quake, I also got the Expo and Inferno Tower, so I'm going to attempt an RC trick on this Inferno Tower. The Yetis actually take down that Expo too, which was nice. But I'm going to put the RC here on this mortar and hope that if she walks in to target the Inferno, I'm going to hit the ability right away so that I can get the sweepers down over here in the core. And then we can send our heroes in this direction here. The Yeti and Wizard are just a funnel. So you see that she stepped up, so I went ahead and hit her ability. It brings her in over here. This is going to help funnel off my King and Queen as I push them into this core here with the Warden. We're going to use a jump spell here. We are doing a Super Sui on this base, because I felt like once we get the heroes on the core, nothing is going to stop them now that the CC is gone, because we use the Skelly and Invis on the CC. And the heroes are so powerful, they're so strong under Warden Tome. If they're not fighting a CC, they just absolutely crush bases. I start the Lalo early again. As you saw in the first raid, I did time fail. I thought I started the Lalo early, did not start it early enough. So here we go. Lalo coming through. That Ice Hound was doing so much tanking. Still does not quite make it to the other air defense, regardless of how many hit points Ice Hounds have. I do freeze the air defense and drop my last balloon. I'm going to freeze it again to make sure that last balloon can take that down so that the rest of the balloons don't have to deal with it. I hit the Queen ability here. We're going to get the Inferno down. But that Expo is just out of range. Good base building. And the rest of these balloons are just going to have to make that push. We're going to get down there to that mortar. That poor Warden being on ground is going to get melted. That Wizard did take down a building before the Expo got him. But we have such a big pack of balloons here that Expo does not stand a chance. And we will be one-shotting all of these storages down here. So this one is looking like it's going to be a 3-star. And sometimes when the game can get kind of stale doing the same attacks all the time, and doing stuff like this really makes the game a lot of fun. Okay, so here we have a Sui Lalo without doing any invis spells. The idea here is all the heroes are at the top of the base, so I could send in like a kill squad of my heroes to take that down. And if you look at the bottom half of this base, it doesn't seem all that scary. So I'm really hoping to get in there, just get the expos, get these scatter shots, get these heroes down, take care of the CC, and cut pathing for my Lalo. So I sent in the King and Queen with a couple Ice Golems, couple Headhunters, a Wizard, and the Log Launcher. I used 2 Skelly spells to distract some of the defenses down here and the heroes. Here we go. Everything's looking good. Got one poison down. Going to use a second poison. Bring 2 poisons on these just so that the heroes don't have to deal with too much. The CC actually is such a hindrance to the heroes. It's like the only thing that really stops them from absolutely decimating a base. Here we go. We got both scatter shots down. I was hoping that RC would go for the Eagle. She doesn't. I live with it. But the Queen ends up actually coming down here, getting into that compartment that the Log Launcher opened up, and she's going to get the Eagle. And this Sui portion is starting to look very nice. So we're going to start the Lalo at the 3 o'clock side. Direct target the Inferno. Let things develop a little bit. And then we're going to come in down here with the Hound. Target all these defenses directly. Going to have to fight this sweeper. But that's okay. We do have freezes. We do have hastes. I have a Rage and a Quake because I forgot to change the Quake out. So here we go. Hit the Rage. Need the Warden to step up. There he goes. Hit the ability. All the balloons grouped up because this is just not good Lalo. This is a bad Lalo. But we do have enough spells and there's just not many defenses left. We are going to make the push through this base. And there you have it. We just got to get those balloons to make it past that air defense at the top and we're good. And I guess there is a Tesla up there too. But it seems to me there's a lot of balloons left. Oh yeah, there's an archer tower up there too. I didn't see that. But yep, so we do have a little bit to work through, but it's seeming like we have enough balloons to do it. I guess we're going to find out here in just a second. Working our way through. Finding lots of air traps. And yep, we did have enough balloons to pull this one off, so another triple there. Alright, let's look at another raid. So looking at the space, I kind of decided that Sui Lalo was going to be the best thing here because I could RC trick this and take out that mortar with a balloon. The reason I take out that mortar with a balloon is so that I can send the giant Ice Golem in and they'll be ahead of my RC before the RC gets targeted by this single or anything else. Because what could happen is if I put those down without taking down the mortar, is the RC will run out in front of these tanks and end up getting targeted by this stuff. So put the balloon down to clear that out first. RC still almost ran out in front of that giant. But of course there was a skelly there, so I'm going to zap that. There we go. Missed it with the zap, of course. Solid. Real solid. And the plan here is to suey this eagle. I'm bringing a skelly to post in there because I'm pretty sure that my ice golem will not live through getting past these storages here. I'm using a Yeti and a Valk to funnel this off over here. Here we go. Look at that, the ice golem's already dead. Probably there was a skelly, Tesla's there, and just too much damage, that cannon. But King's going in, I had to freeze. Excuse me, King's going in, I had to freeze so that the Queen would not be stuck on the King. She would be stuck on the skeleton spells, so would the King. But yeah, here comes the CC. Looks like it's Hound Loon. And the Queen is going to get to deal with that outside the base, which is very nice. And now we're just going to lollo into the Town Hall through this 12 to 2 o'clock side. And then again over here, some support loons to cut this off so that we can make the push to the core. I'm going to put the slammer to target this archer tower here, or I guess this cannon. But basically it's to tank for the scatter shot. Rage up over the Town Hall and tome. Queen's coming around the backside, still cleaning up. She got rid of that hound, which is really nice. We do find the NATO. We know there's going to be a lot of red traps in this core. Just going to have to live with it. We already triggered 3. That was the third one. Alright, so it looks like we're going to make it through there okay. Haste our way out. And this base is looking very, very crushed. Another beautiful hit. Go ahead and fast forward this cleanup. Make sure we get it in time. Queen's still alive. Okay. Okay, last raid of the day is going to be another log launcher Suihiro Lalo attack. On this one, I go ahead and take down the CC with the skellies and the invis. And then I'm going to bring the heroes in from like the 12 to 2 side, with the RC to come in at 12 and work her way down to the enemy RC. Now, I made a lot of mistakes here. The plan, this didn't really go exactly to plan. I used a quake on the eagle there. One thing I think I should have done, I saw this war was streamed. This is a league match. Someone said, why didn't he put the log launcher on the eagle? That was a good point. I probably should have done that. That would have been big brain. I also put these 2 headhunters in way too early. They get targeted by the defenses, and they only get the Queen down to half health, so that's a bit of a problem. I'm losing my Super Wiz for cleanup up here. There's a lot of trash buildings up there. I thought the Super Wiz could clean all that up. I put them in too early. They get killed. I use a Skelly on the Inferno. The my Royal Champion, I forgot to put the other 2 headhunters with her up there to kill the enemy Royal Champion, so she goes down without killing the champ. And I have to start the Lalo. We are getting close on percent. My Queen went down. Forced the ability through that single target Inferno because I did not see that it had targeted her. Gonna freeze the Town Hall here because we are about to activate it. We're past 50% now. Hit the Warden ability. Cut the Hound in the tome so we can send some balloons in. There we go. Still have 2 hastes, Rage and a Skelly, so I'm going to put the Skelly. I'm going to freeze up the Scatter, and I'm going to Rage it so that the Skelly could distract that Royal Champion. Hopefully the Skellies get on that Royal Champion, could take her down. Accidentally fat fingered that haste on top of the Rage, trying to move the map with my finger. Dropped a haste. But even with all those mistakes, it's looking like we might actually pull this one off. But yeah, alright, so that's going to do it for today's video. Just having fun with the game, trying to be a little bit creative, get outside of my box and do just different kinds of raids. I hope you guys enjoyed it. and I will see you in the next one.